Have you ever stopped for a moment and thought, what kind of generation do we want to be? A generation that followed trend, glued to screen, losing sight of respect, honesty, and responsibility? Or a generation that uses every opportunity of technology, education, and community to grow stronger in character and faith? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, the honorable judges, respected teacher, and my dear friends. Have you ever noticed how fast life moves today? One moment we are at school, the next we are scrolling endlessly on our phones. Generation Alpha grew up in a world full of gadgets, instant information, and unlimited entertainment. Honestly, it's exciting, but also very challenging. Before I begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Nanda Yuniar Zakirah Putri. I am a student of Muhammadiyah Senior High School, 8 of Gresik. Today, I'm honored to share my thoughts on a topic that is very close to our life: Generation Alpha and moral challenges in adapting Islamic value in a modern era. Ladies and gentlemen, look around us. Sometimes we forget the small things that truly matters. For example, a teacher walked past a group of students in a hallway and no one greets them. In the past, greeting elders was automatic. It was part of who we were. Today, it's easy to just look down on our phones and pass by, thinking, maybe later. But later often never comes. Even in our speech, habits show how much we have changed. Some students casually use slang or expression that sounds harsh, like words that might be considered rude or exaggerate, even when they don't mean harm. While it might be popular among peers, it slowly erodes politeness and respect. Words really do shape character. Kiai Haji Ahmad Dahlan once said, education is not only to fill the mind, but also to build character. This is a perfect reminder. Knowledge alone is not enough. Morality, manner, empathy, and integrity are equally important. Muhammadiyah has long understood this. Through its schools and educational program, students learn not only academic but also moral values. They learn to use technology wisely, work in a team, and stay creative, while still respecting elders, helping friends, and acting with integrity. Ladies and gentlemen, so how do we respond to these challenges? How can Generation Alpha survive in this modern era without losing our values? Islam gives us guidance. Surah Al-Ma'arij reminds us that those who ignore the right of others, even small acts like helping the needy, showing kindness, or speaking respectfully, are in loss. Simple, right? But very powerful. We see the consequences of ignoring these values today. Some students are more comfortable speaking to their gadget than greeting their teacher. Online bullying have become common, and many young people share or react to content without thinking about its impact. Social media can make impatience, jealousy, or shallow interaction the norm. These might seem small, but over time, they shape who we become. But there's a hope. Change begins with small, actionable ways. As Muhammadiyah students, we can start by helping friends who struggle with lessons, leading or joining meaningful school projects, volunteering in community or charity activities, speaking politely, and last but not least, using technology and AI wisely and responsibly. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share a personal experience. Last month, I noticed a new student sitting alone during lunch. I could have ignored her, but instead, I invited her to join my table and help her understand the class material she was struggling with. At the same time, I made a conscious choice regarding AI tools for studying. Well, it's very easy today to generate answers using AI and submit them. I decided not to do that. I wanted to protect my own thinking and learning skills. I still use AI, but wisely, as a tool to support my learning, not replace it. I help my peers understand the importance of honesty, responsibility, and thoughtful use of technology. By the end of the week, the new student looked more confident and happier, and she even thanked me sincerely. That is where it reminded me, even small, responsible, and thoughtful action can create meaningful ripples of change. Ladies and gentlemen, patience is also key. Our generation faces enormous pressure. school assignment, competition, exam, and expectation from parents. But patience does not mean giving up. It means perseverance, continuing to try, learning from mistakes, remaining calm even when life is hectic. Patience builds resilience, wisdom, and inner peace. Adaptability is another important skill. Modern life is fast, and we must adapt without losing our values. Using technology for learning, practicing good time management, and balancing online and offline life are small but powerful steps. Muhammadiyah encourages students to embrace modern tools while staying grounded in moral and spiritual guidance. So, friends, the challenge is clear. Modern life is exciting, fast, and full of distraction. But we have the power to adapt without losing our morals. Let's greet our teachers, respect our friends, speaking kindly, help those in need, and take meaningful initiative, and use technology responsibly. Let's be the generation that balances modern life with timeless values. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy, but nothing worth doing ever is. By practicing meaningful action, speaking kindly, showing patience, and holding fast to Islamic value, we can ensure that modernity strengthens our character instead of eroding it. Let's start today and become agents of positive change, one responsible and actionable act at a time. Thank you very much for your attention. Nun wal qalami wa ma yasturun, fastabiqul khairat, summa salam, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.